Welcome to a 1v1 on Crossing in the Woods. This game is going to be Sturmtiger NWFresh versus Mike Ratty. Sturmtiger NWFresh playing as
Heavy truck waiting for deployment.
Oster in the north, Mike Ratty playing as US forces in the south, and he's going to go with Mechanized. He's already throwing a WC-51 on the field. Double rifleman opening into WC-51, going to send that to the left side. Can be a little dangerous to go mechanized against Oster because of the Panzerfaust, but at the same time, on a map like this with really wide flanks, anywhere you want to control both, mechanized gives you a lot of mobility to try and take control of both of those fuel points. And it looks like NWFresh is going to get completely shut down here on the left side. All of his units getting rounded up by that WC-51. One rifle squad will retreat. But Mike Ratty is going to secure total control of the fuel over here, and no forces have yet been deployed to the right by either player, so the Oster income right now is extremely low. He's going to have to do some reinforcement here in the base and get some territory back under his control.
Make sure it ain't locked and low this time. Listen up, fellas.
Rear echelon troops will get control of the victory point, and Mike Ratty really needs to send that WC-51 to go work on other points of the map. It's kind of pointless to have it just sit here. You have a very short window of opportunity with the WC-51 where you're dominant. You should definitely send that to go get some more territory under control on the right, or perhaps harass this cutoff. Looks like he's gonna make a move now, going to fight off these grenadiers, and his other squad of riflemen is making its way towards this munitions point. It's starting to float a little bit of manpower, though. Needs to keep units. Needs to keep units coming out of the field. Either a third rifle squad, or possibly another WC-51 if he's particularly confident in his light vehicle micro. Rifleman in cover will force these grenadiers away. Maybe. Rifleman jumped the gun a little bit. MG-42 set up across the river is going to suppress those, but the flanking WC-51 right here is going to push away that MG-42.
Got a rifle squad waiting for orders.
This squad of Grenadiers is going to be forced to retreat. There it goes by the WC-51. Doesn't go for the Panzerfaust, making a fresh squad of Grenadiers now. And a third squad of Riflemen is on the field, making its way towards the center. WC-51 rotating back towards the right side, I guess. No? Going for the cutoff, I think. Do have an MG-42 trying to defend the fuel with Pioneer support. That's not a whole lot, though. That WC-51 should easily win an engagement against those two units, forcing retreats from both. Riflemen moving up to take control of this territory as well. WC-51 takes one burst, two bursts. Ooh, that was a pretty rough maneuver right there. He will evacuate the WC-51 with a vehicle crew and riflemen. But the Pioneers are successful in destroying the vehicle, netting them Vet 1 also. He definitely should have taken a different approach. He drove head on into that and allowed that machine gun to get two bursts off. He definitely could have saved his WC-51 if he had, first of all, fully repaired it before going in, and second of all, just flanked. So, unfortunately, lost his WC-51 there and is now kind of 20 fuel behind the normal
We have a lieutenant reporting in for duty.
tech speed, which is going to delay his M20 a little bit. It does have, or his AA half-track, does have a lieutenant on the field, and he's, again, floating manpower a little bit.
All sectors, ability, now ready.
Whereas NWFresh, keeping his manpower quite low, has gone battle phase 1, throwing up the Tier 2 structure now. Should have access to an anti-tank gun soon. Important to get that out pretty quick, especially against Mechanized Company. He's fortunate that he was able to destroy that WC-51 without needing a long-range anti-tank gun. But he's probably going to need some more firepower to deal with what's coming next. It looks like an AA half-track, but I'm not sure. His commanders are Jaeger armor, mechanized assault, and close air support. If he wants to keep spamming rifle grenades like that, then we may be looking at close air support to bolster his munitions, but a little too early to say. Based on his build, it doesn't. Well, we just don't really know what he's gonna do. He hasn't invested that much in grenadiers. Only 3 squads and an MG42, so it's kind of a normal close air opening. No telltale signs of close air support yet, but he does have access to it. That's what he wants to do.
The capture point is being overrun.
We're on the hook over here!
These 2 squads making their way over to the right side
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture
to
points.
take control of the munitions and strategic points over here. Should be able to do so largely unopposed,
Knock it off!
while Mike Ratty is reinforcing
Ready for action.
in the base.
A capture point is under attack.
Where's the shooter? Get eyes on!
Our supply line just got cut off.
These 2 squads will force that grenadier squad to retreat and get the left side fuel back under control.
Ground infantry. Blast
And
away.
that's a pretty late M20, like I said, because of the WC-51. Actually, he could have bought that a long time ago. I'm really surprised to see this instead of an AA half-track.
Hunt it down!
Apparently, he just decided he wanted an M20. Really late purchase, but regardless, he's got an M20 now, and should be able to utilize that a little bit on the right side for map control, but NWFresh has deployed an anti-tank gun,
The enemy is
which will make it a
overrunning one of our
little
capture
dangerous
points.
for that M20, depending on exactly how it maneuvers and whether or not it exposes itself to a Panzerfaust. But right now, it's pretty much undefended. That M20 could flank it. It kind of risks being stolen over there, unsupported.
Area is ours.
Fuel cache here from NWFresh as well, so he's spending a little manpower on fuel and getting himself a half-track now. These 2 squads are going to continue their advance across the river and should be able to get those territories under control unopposed.
Krauts are sniffing around our asses. Tactical point being captured.
Center VP is going to get taken.
We're losing a capture point. Area secure.
Left side continues to get taken unopposed. The purchase of BARs on these riflemen is helping a lot at this range. Heavy damage inflicted on that Grenadier squad. Unfortunately, it retreats away from a rifle grenade rather than repositioning. A little bit of a late reaction to that grenade.
Area secured. Check your ammo.
So NWFresh will be able to maintain control. Victory point over here. Vehicle crew is going to try and take control of the center. So far, it's pretty passive on both sides, which does tend to happen on crossing in the woods. If you find that you're
Squad back at full force.
struggling a little to make something happen, especially on crossing in the woods, you generally want to shift your attention to a different part of the map that's hopefully undefended. Which is why this is a good 1v1 map and not so great of a 2v2 map. 2v2, it's almost impossible to cross the river, but in 1v1 you can usually find an opportunity somewhere. Mike Ratty setting up ambulance over here on the right side. It's reinforced and healed. These riflemen and lieutenant hopefully won't be forced to retreat by a grenade, and these squads making their way back up to the front line as well. Also equipped with BARs. All of his munitions, in fact, spent on BARs. There's a teller mine here, so that M20's got to be careful. No minesweeper from the rear echelon troops yet.
Krauts taking pot shots at us!
His tank gun gets a shot off on the M20. I don't know why he just got out. should have pulled that back to safety. He just got out. That was weird. Okay, and there goes that M20. Kind of a senseless loss. I'm sure NWFresh isn't complaining about it though. Bazooka shot snipes one of the crew members there. These grenadiers are falling a little low, but the machine gun here in the back is sufficient to deter this infantry from advancing. One squad on the flank may decrew that pack though. Pretty nice flank by those riflemen. They disengage. They should definitely take that cutoff point. Where are they going? That was a great cutoff maneuver and didn't really take full advantage of it though. He's just gonna walk straight towards the fuel, I guess. NWFresh is going to make a maneuver of his own across the river, sending all of his infantry and support weapons with his half-track, try and make something happen here. This infantry has made its way back to the ambulance for healing. And with their BARs, they should definitely be able to gun down these grenadiers, especially in red cover, dealing a lot of damage. Apparently this half-track's been upgraded with a with flame projectors.
Supply line just got cut off.
But it's going to have to pull back, get some repairs done here in the base. NWFresh going with a sniper. It's a little late in the game for the sniper. Some players, like Captain S. Price, saw earlier today, like to get that sniper out first, so they can start racking up kills immediately and try and get to Vet 1. And I think this is a little bit more common, though, to get it in the late game when you have a lot of units already on the field that can protect it from well, the M20's dead. I was going to say the M20, but then it occurred to me it was dead. But, you know, that's even better. That's even better. If the M20 is already dead, not really anything on the field that can kill your sniper.
Attention! Orders! Lousy patch of dirt.
No action anywhere on the field for now, though. BAR is just taking control of that fuel. The left side fuel is completely undefended by both players, really. Grenadiers are going to move to take the center VP. Should get pushed away by these squads, though. And the sniper's just kind of hovering in the back for now. The squad immediately retreats, so it cannot provide vision for the sniper. And we've got 2 fuel caches from Mike Ratty. To NWFresh's 1 fuel cache, so they're both spending a little manpower to bolster their economies. And these 3 squads are going to try and get the left side under control, maybe successful. There's a flame half-track over there, sort of available to support, but it looks like he's moving more towards the center to help against these 2 squads of infantry. The sniper has yet to take a shot. These 2 squads taking control of the center victory point, but the right side will get taken back by Grenadiers and MG42. Sherman goes in on the half-track, and with its damaged engine, it will definitely be able to destroy that. No teller mine set up in its path. No grenadiers available to damage its engine either. Sherman has a huge opening here. Could probably take out the half-track and decrew that pack, maybe even destroy it. Sherman's having trouble getting a line on that half-track, though. This should finish it off. Main gun destroyed. Oh no! Panzerfaust connects from range inside the base, and that Sherman's in a little danger. It should be able to get to safety if it deploys smoke, which it's doing right now. If he gets out into the smoke screen and utilizes repair critical, that Sherman should be able to get away just fine. Or just rounds the corner. Looks like that pack's not really chasing very aggressively. Here in the middle, vehicle crew against these grenadiers is probably going to lose, especially in red cover. These two squads trying to fight off some grenadiers over here on the right side by this M20 wreck. Rifle grenade going out. Ooh, it's a late reaction. Didn't react at all. There's the full squad. That hurts. That really hurts.
Keep the pressure up! God damn it! Someone get us out of here!
They're flanking us.
Grenade! Down the metals, kid!
Another rifle grenade. He will dodge that one. That squad falls pretty low. Looks like they'll get away though. The Sherman, again, damaged engine, really needs to repair critical. And things are getting pretty urgent. Things are getting pretty urgent. That AT gun's going in hard.
Is overrunning one of our capture points.
Placement's in. Green as green can be. You boys notice your actions are starting to slip a bit? Sign of cold weather coming. Get ready!
Apparently rear echelon troops are sufficient to screen that AT gun. Good thing. There's really nothing else in the area to support. If only NWFresh had brought some more troops. Probably could have made something happen.
These recruits. Green as green can be. Well, grab your shit and follow me.
We're taking fire!
Contact!
MG-42!
And these BAR equipped squads are just gonna keep wrecking grenadiers if they stand in red cover like that. Needs to try and find cover. Needs to try and catch his opponent outside of cover. Lots of squads over here.
Is being overrun.
Getting forced retreat by this MG42 as well. Victory point control pretty firmly in NWFresh's hands right now. He's done an excellent job of managing his opponent's Shermans, and he's gone with mechanized assault. Kind of an interesting choice considering he didn't really utilize any of its features. No Stug E, for example. He went with the sniper for anti-infantry duties instead, and has barely done anything. 3 kills, 18 minutes into the game. Just hasn't been able to get it into a good position. Huge push by the Shermans over here. Just wiped a squad. Gonna wipe out that AT gun too. He really needs that Tiger. He's gonna have the manpower for it soon. Those Shermans should destroy that AT gun, rather than leaving it there to be recrewed. Since he doesn't have any supporting infantry in the area to steal it, I don't know. He could probably get there with those infantry squads, but they're gonna work on that fuel cache instead. Panzerfaust connects. Oh, not very good Sherman maneuvering there. Puts that right in front of the AT, the only remaining AT gun, but he will decrew this as well. And the fact that he's hemorrhaging manpower is making it kind of dangerous to call in a Tiger. He does it anyway. Tiger's gonna easily be able to destroy this Sherman, and by easily I mean, I don't know, maybe. Misses its shot. If the Sherman deploys smoke, it can get far enough away. That Tiger may decide to go deal with these infantry instead. They do destroy the fuel cache, but both AT guns are still available for NWFresh to recover. I think the US player could probably win the game just by destroying this. This one is probably a lost cause though, without a miracle smoke grenade or something. Rear echelon troops will get forced away.
Just got a report of an infantry unit being wiped out.
And a full squad of
Goddamn
rear echelon troops is wiped. Bazooka penetrates the Tiger over here a little bit of damage, bonus damage. Should not get in that building though. That's asking for a squad wipe.
Just lost a unit.
Full squad gets wiped on the point. I mean, this Tiger is the only way NWFresh has of maybe orchestrating a comeback. A Jackson is in production though. Once that hits the field, even the Tiger's gonna struggle. This AT gun's been recovered. This one, wait, what? Now I'm confused. Where's the other one? Did it get destroyed? I guess an AT gun got destroyed. Oh no, this one got stolen. Okay, good play. Good play by Mike Ratty. He recovered this one over here. I didn't see him do that, so that's good. That is a huge win for him. With that anti-tank gun at his disposal, he will be able to take on the Tiger, especially with Jackson support. Tellermine's incomplete over here. You should really cancel a Tellermine if you can't finish it, by the way, because you need the munitions back to do other things.
All done over here.
Doesn't even have any pyos with which to complete it.
Enemy infantry. Contact! Enemy infantry! Under fire! Field promotion!
Pretty feeble push by NWFresh right there. That gets shut down easily by the infantry blob with supporting Sherman. Tiger's going to have to reposition from the center to try and do something about this. It's extremely dangerous, by the way, to have a heavy tank on the field and no pyos. If this thing takes engine damage, it's basically dead. Really has to get some pyos on the field. Fortunately, all shots are bouncing so far. Sherman moving up into the arc of fire, that anti-tank gun to absorb its shots. Pack shot and Jackson shot penetrate. That thing really needs to get to safety.
Heavy MG! Under attack!
Ooh, and an MG42 just got wiped by the Sherman. This really aggressive push by Mike Ratty could shut Sturm Tiger NWFresh down if that Tiger dies. Needs to be so careful with no pyos on the field. He's taking a huge risk. Really needs to make some pyos. He's got the manpower. I don't know what he's waiting for. Sherman's at about half. Jackson's full. He's gonna disengage though. He really should look for an opportunity to destroy that thing while there's no pyos on the field. If the Jackson were to take a wide flank, try and catch that Tiger by surprise with Sherman support, I really think he could destroy that thing. Treated a little prematurely. A little prematurely. He's gonna harass the VPs over here.
What the hell am I meant to do with these?
Area secured.
Green is green.
AT guns getting into a kind of vulnerable position. NWFresh will be able to replace some of his losses here. Recruise the machine gun, recruise this pack. He's got pyos on the field now, gonna get that Tiger repaired.
Here it comes.
So he's in an okay spot, but he's got to be careful with that Tiger. Mike Ratty had a beautiful window of opportunity to destroy that just now. It's a shame he wasn't able to capitalize on it. If he could have used some Sherman smoke on the 1 AT gun, maybe.
Sherman ready.
Either way,
Is being overrun.
he's got really solid map control and should be able to overwhelm his opponent with his next Sherman. He's got plenty of time before the second Tiger arrives, as long as he can maintain control of both fuel points. Could pick up a Grenadier squad right here. Not quite. His blob gets pinned by an MG42. Sherman moves up to force it to retreat. This AT gun doesn't quite have a line on that Sherman, and the Tiger is still being repaired in the Oster base.
Fire on that AT. 50 cals up. Wait for the optics.
I was kind of hoping to see Mechanized utilized a little bit more. He didn't really feel the M3 assault group, hasn't used the recon run, hasn't used the artillery. The only thing he did was call in one WC-51, and other than that he's made no use of his commander at all. Didn't refund any vehicles either, as far as I'm aware.
Ground's ours. Now spread out. Taking fire. Heavy armor. Next gunner taken. Kill those stupid bastards. We've got engine damage. Receiving fire. Cover the flank.
Tiger gets a shot off on the Sherman. Jackson's trying to... No, it's not. It's pulling back to repair its engine damage. Ooh, nice hit from the pack, though. defending AT gun right here, trying to screen. Jackson still has engine damage, so it's not very good at chasing. This Sherman has a pretty decent amount of health. That Tiger is so low, but Mike Ratty is just going to pull back for repairs instead of engaging, just because of one anti-tank gun. Completely disengages. This is getting a little risky. If he waits too long to destroy this, a second Tiger could roll onto the field. He needs to capitalize on this window of opportunity he has. He's getting bullied by one AT gun that he could neutralize just with one smoke pot from either a Sherman or a smoke grenade from Rifleman or anything. Or even just walking towards it with infantry could get the job done. He's gonna give that Tiger a free pass again, letting his opponent stay in the game, not to mention his victory point control is pretty bad. Really needs to get some victory points back. And get tunnel vision on destroying that Tiger and stop microwing your infantry around the map. And just let the whole map fall into enemy hands. Rifle grenade off target slightly. Grenadiers will be forced to retreat. This squad over here should get cleaned up easily enough. That S-mine field is terrible. That is like awful S-mine field placement. That is not very hard to walk around. Ooh, that sucks for NWFresh. Sherman just hit a teller mine over here and he has nothing over here to follow up. Totally wasted munitions. Maybe, I don't know. It looks like totally wasted munitions if that Sherman doesn't get out of there, though. Maybe anything is possible. I guess the pack could just commit suicide, walk straight into a rifle squad. Rifle grenade, though. Oh, what is that Sherman doing? Keep moving! Oh god, it just revealed itself with that shot. Destroyed engine. I think it's dead. That's a dead Sherman. I don't see how it can survive this situation. I think. Is he seriously gonna disengage? Oh my god, NWFresh, what are you doing? There's a dead Sherman right there. Are you kidding? Well, that's his own fault. Two Shermans up the left side, force retreats from all infantry over there. Tiger slowly being repaired in the Axis base. I cannot believe Mike Ratty is going to recover that Sherman. That is miraculous. AT gun taking control of the center VP. Infantry taking control of the right side VP. Mike Ratty really needs to make an aggressive maneuver with his Shermans, though. A more aggressive maneuver. He needs to destroy that Tiger before second man rolls on the field. He's invested so heavily in Shermans that he doesn't honestly have like that much anti-tank, and two Tigers could be a significant problem for him. And he's really not doing a good job of controlling the victory points. NWFresh, despite being really behind in engagements and manpower and just getting really just bullied off the map, still is only 50 victory points behind. And it's about to be 30 minutes into the game. Tiger moves up to engage a little bit over here on the right side, putting that Sherman in a bit of danger, but he's just going to work on clearing out those infantry formations. Wow, how lucky are these tanks going to get? Apparently not lucky enough. Or I could be wrong. Abandoned. Well, NWFresh doesn't have anything over here to recover this, so yeah, he's just going to destroy it. Probably the smart thing to do. Stolen anti-tank gun just got cleared out over here by Grenadiers. This AT gun's making its way to the front line to see if it can make something happen. The Sherman and Jackson in the middle. Need to be a little bit careful with that AT gun right there. The Tiger picked up a pretty big victory over here on the right side, wiping some infantry, wiping out that Sherman. Grenadiers moving up to provide vision for that AT gun. It's not going to move up to advance or try anything aggressive, which is the right call with all of this screening infantry right here. Grenadier squad over here is way overextending though with 2 high HE Shermans. Yeah, okay, that's pretty much exactly what I thought was going to happen. Thought it was going to happen with them retreating. They never should have been there in the first place with that many Shermans on the field. There's no way they're going to survive their retreat. Yet, despite these Shermans continuing to annihilate everything NWFresh has, he holds 2 victory points. Which there's really no excuse for. These Shermans need to make an aggressive, bold maneuver. They can't just sit on Mike Ratty's half of the river all game long. Tiger's getting a little aggressive here. There's still a pack over here, still a Jackson over here, and not really in a position to be doing anything too aggressive with that Tiger because it's 1 Sherman swarm away from being destroyed. Besides, he should definitely wait until he has his second Tiger to do anything really aggressive. And that's going to be on the field very soon. No need to risk his tank before the second one arrives. I cannot believe NWFresh holds the entire map when there's this many allied tanks on the field. Pio squad just got wiped. With all of these Shermans are equipping HE shells, at this point they should just throw in armor-piercing rounds. They've all got 50 cals on top for anti-infantry. Armor-piercing rounds can hit infantry sometimes, and if you find an opening against an enemy Tiger, you don't want to be sitting there reloading all day long. Walking into 3 Shermans for a Panzerfaust is suicide. There was no way that squad was getting away. I don't even know why he did that. Sherman's going up to try to work on that anti-tank gun. We could see a decisive engagement here, maybe. Getting a little aggressive. There are 2 anti-tank guns over here. That Sherman got destroyed really quickly. Again, no usage of smoke at all, but we do have a Jackson here behind this Tiger, inflicting massive damage. Get it out of there. Nope, no chance. Threw armor-piercing rounds on. It still has a destroyed engine. Destroyed engine Jackson just killed that Tiger. Looks like this one wants to trade. Pack moving up into position as well. This is a huge engagement right now. AT guns getting flanked though by the Shermans. And that Tiger is taking so much damage. Jackson's armor-piercing shells have run out. Oh, that was a devastating crush. Mike Ratty has almost no infantry left. His 2 remaining tanks have destroyed engines and almost no health. Sturm Tiger NWFresh is going to do the right thing and disengage. If he gets too close to that Jackson, he's done for. He continues to have superb map control, and Mike Ratty now has no infantry left anywhere on the map to cap victory points back. He should probably just get that major moving. Just get those victory points under control with anything. He's inflicted huge losses on his opponent, but taken huge losses of his own that he can scarcely afford.
We're at 200 points.
That was just a disaster of an engagement on both sides. Just carnage.
Rear echelon squad ready for action.
Really sloppy, really sloppy engagement by both players, which is the way COH2 is meant to be played.
All done over here.
Lieutenant sprints to the right side VP. Major, good decision. I approve. Major making his way towards the center VP. I might even send the medics.
Transport is here. Sherman ready.
Rear echelon troops will be fine though. I like the decision to get some late game rear echelon troops for a little extra capping power and let the tanks do the fighting. Both of these are about to be fully repaired. Tiger is being repaired slowly but surely. Fresh Sherman rolls onto the field as well. He's just going to destroy this AT gun. Probably wants to just clear all of these off the battlefield. Doesn't really currently have a way to recruit them. He needs all the infantry he has to get some territory back under control, especially the munitions, everything. Just needs to get the map under his control.
Target secure.
Still a Tiger on the field. Still a problem, but this Vet 2 Jackson's is the solution.
Taking fire.
As long as he can engage it well. NWFresh needs to get that third Tiger out, but it's going to be quite a while, and he's completely lost fuel control. These Shermans are going to shut his Grenadiers down at every turn. Apparently the Major found a BAR. That Major's so fed up with his infantry's performance this game, he's like, God damn it. These riflemen can't do anything right. You know what they say, if you want something done right, you've got to do it yourself. I'm getting the fuck in there. Give me a BAR, let's go. I'm gonna win this game. It's the last thing I do. Sherman's moved to defend the center victory point, and Mike Ratty, due to his decision to get a few extra rear echelon troops on the field, get some and utilize the Major to cap, does take control of the entire map quite quickly, while NWFresh is still reinforcing in the base. He has recovered 2 AT guns and is moving them up to screen a little bit against the Allied armor. One shot connects with the Jackson, one shot connects with the Sherman. They're gonna pull back and disengage. With the Tiger at full health and 2 AT guns there, he wants to make sure that his next engagement is flawless, unlike his last one.
A capture point is being overrun.
And he's waiting for even more armored reserves to make their way onto the field, just to maximize his chances. He knows he has a little time before that third Tiger hits the field, especially with this map control, but as he loses control of the left side fuel, the urgency for an engagement will increase. He's going to have to make a good play, and he needs to use that smoke. Use that smoke screen.
Enemy infantry! Enemy infantry!
Here come the Shermans. He sees a huge opportunity against those AT guns as they move up to fire on that fuel cache, really exposing themselves to harm. Lieutenant going up against this Tiger, trying to take out that Pio squad, but he's taking a lot of damage in return. Should not engage these AT guns frontally. It's a big gamble. Fortunately, it looks like it's paying off. That one got cleared. Both got cleared. Got a little lucky there. Got some lucky hits with those HE shells, and the AT guns are cleared. And now that Tiger will have to contend with 4 Allied tanks by itself. Panzerfaust going off down here. I don't know where that Jackson is going. Alright, is he really going to disengage? Just cleared 2 AT guns. This is a huge opportunity to go in hard. Panzerfaust on the Jack. Why is it getting out of the Jackson? Get back in the Jackson! What is it doing? Fire! Oh, the shot bounces. All Shermans have switched to armor-piercing rounds, with the Jacksons abandoned. That's a Vet 2 crew dead. This Sherman is destroyed by an AT gun in the back. Still no smoke pots. He's going in on that Tiger, though. He wants to try and make something happen. Getting a lot of good penetrating shots. The final Sherman is going to simply disengage, though. Wow, what a disaster of an engagement. I don't think that could have gone worse. I really don't think that could have gone worse. Although the Grenadiers here got wiped, that Panzerfaust was instrumental in taking out that Jackson. If he can steal that Jackson, not sure how, since he has no units left. But in theory, if he could have stolen that Jackson, that would definitely have helped. Unfortunately, it looks like Mike Ratty's going to get there first, recrew that Jackson, and got some Teller mines going down here in the middle. Nope, changed his mind. Needs victory points. It's getting not that urgent. Still over 100 points left for both players. Rear echelons are going to steal this decrewed AT gun on the left before moving to get this victory point under control, but he can't set up a triple cap until those Pios are cleared out of the middle. And this Jackson's been recovered and will receive repairs away in the back.
Tank support is here. Sherman ready.
And NWFresh actually felt sufficiently worried to get himself a Stuk E. Not sure that was necessary with hardly any infantry even remaining. Tigers was probably the way to go. Now he's not going to be able to get a Tiger for a while. Drives it right into this AT gun, giving it some free fed. And victory points are ticking pretty fast. Not triple capped yet, but will be soon. This AT gun's pulling back. Don't go into the S minefield. Stop! 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 Phew! Taking control of that fuel point. And the triple cap has begun. Northwest Fresh needs to get that back under his control. Field some assault grenadiers. It's kind of a weird choice, but alright. They're really awful on this map. I have no idea why he would make them.
Losing a capture point.
And expensive.
Enemy infantry.
So much for that. Gets wiped. He really needs grenadiers for their Panzerfaust. That was just 280 manpower down the drain for no reason.
Tank support is here. Sherman ready.
Sherman ready to go.
Crew shock on that Sherman. Jackson's been repaired, makes its way to the front line with this AT gun supporting. Even with that AT gun supporting, 3 tanks is a lot to take on, but fortunately Mike Ratty refuses to switch to armor-piercing rounds. Can't quite get a line with his Jackson. There it goes. All shots bouncing though. Over here on the left, Sherman and AT gunner screening. That Tiger's at vet 2 and it's barely taking a scratch. Finally, Jackson gets a penetrating shot. Pack shot bounces. Jackson might get destroyed here. Didn't do nearly good enough of a job kiting. He just let that Tiger drive right up and kill it. He might lose this Sherman too. There it goes. Tiger's just killing everything. Everything on this battlefield is dying to 1 Tiger. How many tanks has this thing killed? 4. 4 tanks to 1 Tiger. Unfortunately, it's exposed its rear armor a little bit here. It tries to bring itself about. I don't know if it's going to be able to survive this. If he had just gone for a second Tiger instead of a Stug E, could have had a second Tiger for this engagement. Sherman's at close range. Finally, armor-piercing rounds are equipped, and he destroys that. This Stug is not going to be able to do anything against those Shermans. And Northwest Fresh is about to run out of victory points as well. When he gets this next Tiger, if he can just... I mean, I don't know if he's going to be able to hold on for 33 more points. Doesn't seem all that likely.
Enemy armor! Wait till they move! Direct hit!
Pio squad just got wiped on the center VP, and Lieutenant's moving up to capture it. Stugi is trying to defend over here.
Have 25 points remaining.
Might be able to wipe that squad. At least push them out of the... oh, I think I heard artillery! Finally! Where is it? Oh, no, it's a light artillery barrage, not the...
The capture point is under attack.
not mechanized artillery. Stug's about to get hunted down by these Shermans, though. Clock keeps ticking against Northwest Fresh. He's only got 18 points left. Stug's about to get destroyed, and he'll be left with nothing but a squad of assault grenadiers and Pios. Oh no, not Pios. His Pios are gone. So, assault grenadiers is his only unit. Working on the right side VP. Left side VP getting taken by these rear echelon troops. Just field a Jackson. It's a weird choice. Guess he's scared of a new Tiger. As mechanized, you can really not get Jacksons until you need them. Because if you absolutely... You could just buy Shermans and then buy Jacksons to kill Tigers, and then as soon as you kill the Tiger, refund your Jacksons and turn them into just massive Sherman spam to overwhelm everything on the map. That's... The Sherman Jackson economy is delicate, and this feature gives you a lot more control over it, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Northwest Fresh has no units left at all. GG. Sherman's managed to take on those Tigers. Pretty lethal match, though. I think, really, the Shermans just needed to use smoke, and I also would have liked to see more of these commander features used. He picked mechanized and only clicked this button one time and nothing else. Actually, he used the recon once, I guess. I hope he learned some really valuable intel with that recon sweep. But yeah, it would have been nice to see more of those doctrinal features. Because Mechanized is one of those lesser seen U.S. Forces commanders. But either way, pretty close one. Wasn't sure what was going to happen there for a while. Good game. Allies win.